Hello, hi. I think we're rolling now. So, hello, hi. My name is Dew. This is a Toonkind at 12 FPS called Chromatophore. Yes, Chromatophore. Um, Today I'll be playing a bastard bird and a wheelchair. Lao Vis Blind. You know him. You may love him. If you do, that's on you. And would my wonderful co-conspirator like to introduce her wonderful self?
Hi, I'm Candlestick. We do love the bird in this house. We will face the repercussions of that eventually, I'm sure. But for
You,
now,
you
we
will. You will.
for now we do not choose who we love. Um,
We do. We don't.
there are a lot of questionable loving of characters, but what can you do? And
That's our
today.
house.
Today I am going to be playing one Cassie Trebleclef, who she's fine. She's doing fine after everything that happened at the museum.
For people listening, this FPS takes place after Magic Hour, which I highly suggest listening to. Candle did an amazing job putting up with all of our bullshit. It was a fun game.
I'm so glad you guys had fun with it.
And
It was hilarious.
you let us cast spells with no repercussions to our spell slot. Of course, we took it and we ran with it.
It was
This is Magic
it was great fun. I severely underestimated the consequences of my actions, but it was hilarious.
I mean, that's how it goes when you're a DM sometimes. You plan a thing, you put a thing into motion, and then you completely lose track and control of the thing. And
Yeah, it was good
that's how
fun.
it's supposed to be sometimes. It was.
Yeah.
But yes, this takes place after Magic Hour, but before Kabedon't, which is a FPS I did with Wiss. Shameless plug, go listen to that. It might be relevant to both Lao and Chipley, so shuffles you over to there. After this, of course, this is also very important. This is about Candle and us and me, and we're very cool too. And I think you should listen to this first.
Hell yeah. Yes. Shameless plugging.
Hell
We
yeah.
love our friends and we want you to listen to them and their stuff and yeah, and also our
And
stuff
us stuff.
because you know, it feels good
Please
when
like,
people like the things that you do.
exactly. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Please. Please.
Yeah.
I'll link my Twitch below. Yes. Anyway, we should probably start now.
Yes.
Yes. So fun thing happens in Magic Hour. And it didn't happen on the recording, but basically Lao is going to visit Cassie after the event. So it is a couple of days later, and Lao is making his way downtown. And
Walking
he
fast.
is this man is not walking fast. He is, however, rolling very fast.
Yeah.
Yes, but anyway, he is at the doorstep. He is outside the door. He is staring at the door. And would he think to do this beforehand, actually? That's a good question. I don't know if he would. Let's have a
Woody
look.
what?
He would. He would. Give me a second. I need to roll something. Where is my dice? Where is my fun dice? Yes, good. Not in that one, so that's fine. He reaches into or underneath his blanket, pulls out a quill, and takes a deep breath and knocks on the door.
Okay. Quill. I don't know what that is. Should I be worried? We'll find out. I'm gonna roll a perception for the. Yeah, I think no, there would be two people home. Yeah.
Do you have Dorian's character sheet?
No, but there is one other being in the house at the moment. Dorian's not home. That was a nat one.
Oh,
Cool.
Oh, I remember now. Please continue.
Alright, well, Cassie got a nat one on perception. She has her headphones on, I think.
Cassie got her AirPods in.
But the other character got a 16.
Nice.
So Lao, you knock on the door, and then you hear this honk.
Oh, I forgot about that. Right. Hey, does their apartment have like a letterbox slot at all?
I'm not sure. Whis, do you know whether the door has a mailbox slot or not? Since this is originally their apartment.
Okay. So
Alright.
no, there is no
Nope.
letterbox slot. In which case, Lao is going to probably do the more intelligent thing than what he was thinking of. And he's just going to. Oh, right, okay. I don't remember what your name is, but would you? I don't even know if you know what I'm saying, but could you fetch Cassie for me? I have to speak with her. As he says this, he's kind of looking to his left and right, down the corridors. He does not want to be caught talking to the door. He does not want to be caught talking to the fucking bird on the side of the door.
You get another honk, and then, I mean, you don't hear anything else. I think Pig is going to go get Cassie. There's,
Okay.
like, Lao, I don't think Lao's going to be able to hear it.
No, it's fine.
Just sort of a, like, you know, probably pull on her hair or something to get her attention, like, hey, door, excuse me. But not like pigs met Lao before, so they're not too worried. So yeah, that's like, yeah, so Cassie's not stressed about that, but
Yeah.
she also doesn't know it's Lao.
True. Very true. Lao and Pig have a respectable contempt for each other, I think.
Yeah, the bird on bird communication, I think, from last time.
Yeah. But yeah, Pig can't tell her who's at the door, so.
I mean, technically they can, because Cassie does have speak with animals, but she's not going to use it at this point. She's just gonna, like, follow the gestures of, hey, door, but not freaking out. So, yeah, someone's here to visit. So, yeah, she's just gonna open the door.
You open the door, and sitting in his chair, fiddling with a quill on his lap, is Mr. Blind.
Cool. I made the save to not close the door in his face.
That's what you get.
I got a 14 on the dice, which I think is a 15 all up. Yeah, 15 with save.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
So
fine.
the
She can
door
have
is-
this conversation now.
Yay! But yeah, Al
Oh.
clears his throat and hello, Cassie. May I come in?
Yeah, hi Lao. I wasn't expecting you. Yeah, yeah, that should be fine. Um, Chipley's not here if you were looking for him.
Oh no, no, he's doing something, I think, at the moment. I did come here specifically to speak with you.
Hold on. Um,
Mhm.
does she remember what Lao? Well, given that she didn't slam the door in his face, I'm going to say yeah, she does remember what Lao was wanting to talk to her. So,
Mm.
yeah, there's a right. Okay. Um, sure. And she will open the door, and then, yeah, she's in the kitchen. Because a good host, gets water and other refreshments for guests, and is definitely not procrastinating.
Absolutely not. She would never. She's a good girl. Um, which is not to say if you procrastinate, you are in fact a bad person. I want to be very clear. But yes, Lau comes in. He does give Pig a berth, but he does not. He doesn't look Pig in the eye, but he gives them like a nod. As he passes them. Yeah, and heads towards the kitchen. And he's just gonna keep talking as he goes. So how have you been?
I mean, yeah, I've been fine. It's seems like there's been no after effects of whatever that was, and yeah, just been normal. You?
Uh, Let me. I'm gonna have to roll a few things now. Give me a moment. Firstly, I want to roll an insight on Cassie to see if she is fibbing. Where did I put my dice? There you go. Oh, wow, you dummy little boy. So that is an 11 for the insights, and then and he does reply to Cassie's question. Oh, I've been doing fine. Um, I'm it's fine.
Oh, can I insight that? Also, that's a 14 on her deception, so
Yeah, no, she's
sorry, Lau.
fine.
She's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's an 11 on her insight. No, wait, that's 12.
Oh, either way, it passes Lau's deception of a disgusting, idiotic 5. You look at this man, and he doesn't have like any visible signs of exhaustion, except for like the set of his shoulders, and his eyes look a bit deeper, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
Like there's no shadows or anything, but there is an air of sort of you probably recognize this from your sister, actually. Just probably from when she's had a few nights up without any sleep.
Yep. Um,
But yeah,
yeah.
it's fine. It's all fun.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
There's definitely a, hey, are you sure you're doing okay? Um, you didn't have to visit if you were tired. Um, and then she'll hold out. She didn't ask him what he wanted, but she made him tea, which is what that 7 was.
What was that, 7 in making the tea?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Um, Loud takes the mug, and he no, I've been fine. It's not like I'm not used to not like I'm not used to a few nights researching. I'm sure I'm fine. We're not here to talk about me anyhow.
There's a very skeptical look from Cassie. She's not going to push, but her expression says, "I'm not buying it." And this might be brought up again at some point if I get the opportunity to.
Now breezes right by that. So, I don't know if you recall that I did want to speak to you about something that occurred at the museum a little while ago. Well, I say a little while, a couple of days ago.
Yeah, you said, you didn't say much else about it.
She didn't really let him say much else about it, so that doesn't go said.
Well, I just noticed something during the encounter we had. You.
Hold on 1 minute. I forgot something.
And then she's going back and she's grabbing up more sugar cookies that she made recently.
Here!
Now stares at the cookies, looks up at Cassie and her expectant face.
It's the only thing she knows how to make.
I don't think I'm quite hungry at the moment. Thank you, but I'm all right.
Okay. That's fine. But yeah, you can keep that for later.
Oh, all right. And he's just gonna leave the cookies on the table. And he kind of shakes his head, and his eyes narrow, and he looks at Cassie. Right. So there's something I noticed. I think most people noticed, to be honest. When you used magic in that museum, I just wanted to make sure that there weren't any more lingering effects from it.
I'm not sure if she knows what he's referring to.
Roll an intelligence if you want.
Yeah, okay. That was a 17. That was pretty good.
Yeah. She can
Yep.
put two and clue together.
Alright, well, now time to roll something else. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was that perchance a deception, madam?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, right. That. Yeah. No, that's not a side effect. Don't worry about it.
Lao's gonna squint, and he is gonna roll insight again. I love your dirty little modifiers, except when they don't work. So close, Lao, so close. Yeah, no, Lao. That was a 21 to your 22. He is squinting, and Cassie doesn't have to do anything. Like, he clearly has his suspicions, but he does take a slow nod and, right, okay, if you say so. However, if you would allow me to, it would ease my mind if you would allow me to at least just and he sort of taps the quill on the table and his fingers around the mug. If you would allow me to take a very quick look at your magic, I will admit that I am more inclined to physical maladies rather than the magical, but I would like to see and make sure for myself if that's all right with you.
The look that she gives you, Lao, with that 21 on insight, because this isn't a deception thing.
It's not. Okay.
Well, the 22 was a deception, but the look that she's giving you to more of a bit of an insight into how she's responding to that is there is a certain lack of surprise and a certain understanding there, as she just shrugs and sure, knock yourself out. You get the impression this is not something new to her.
Cool, great, excellent, wonderful. Right, well, I'm hoping that no one actually gets knocked out during this. But if you really want me to, I suppose I could give it a go. And he sort of shakes his hands out, puts the quill down, and should I roll a medicine or an arcana for this?
I'll let you pick either.
Let me just check and see what his best one. I think his best one is medicine. But I'm just going to check.
I'll give you slightly different information depending on which one you pick, but you'll get something for both of them.
Okay. Oh wow, okay, they're both not as good as I thought they were. Cool. I am going with medicine because it... Okay. Alright. Well, yeah, he's fuck's sake. Yeah, no, that's an 8 on the dice for the medicine check. Now, you useless man, you're a cleric. You're supposed to be good at this.
I'll let you roll Arcana as well if you'd like.
I mean, it's not much better, but we'll see what happens. It's slightly better. And I do mean slightly.
That's an 8 and a 9.
9. Yep. Yeah.
God, what can I give you with that information? It's not low enough that you get incorrect information, but like she just looks normal right now.
Yeah. And because he is more physically inclined than magically, for physical maladies rather than magical, even if he did see anything weird in the magic, he probably wouldn't know.
Yeah, she's not doing any magic right now, so like he's probably I don't know, giving her like I don't know, physical exercises to do, and she's just doing them fine.
Yeah, just like the basic motor skill tests. However, he will also make her do like ones she's never really done before. Like he'll ask her to bite down. Actually, he would have to roll his hammer space to do that, wouldn't he? Give me a second. Yeah, okay, that's fine. He'd probably like pull out something from his hammer space. It looks like a plank of wood. And he holds it out and just tells her to bite down on it, like as hard as she can. And then he would ask her to try and like place it on her knee and push down very, very hard, like to try and snap it. It is, however, like a plank of wood. And we also know that she is she's a bard.
Oh,
Strength
yeah.
is not her strong suit.
No, I just rolled a strength for that. It's that's a dirty one.
Oh, you probably like go to press down and she gets a splinter.
I was thinking like that, like press down and it kind of just like flips out of her hands, like
Clatters onto the floor.
yeah.
Oh gosh. I think Lao would well, at least we know that your physical strength is hasn't
Bad.
changed all that much. Well, yes. You certainly won't be bench pressing any trees anytime soon. And yeah, he's gonna pick that wood back up and just lean against the table. Right.
Yeah, Cassie's not too fussed by that. She will grin and runs in the family.
What, the physical limitations or the bench pressing trees?
No, the lack of strength. Chifley, me, Chris, all pretty bad at it. Missy's not though. Missy's pretty good. She can pick me up.
Yes. She that has Lao blinking. She that is good to know. I suppose there must be at least one of you to be able to do something physically inclined. Right. Yes. So with these they're just sort of preliminary tests. You seem fine, all things considered. I don't really have any your medical history, so I don't know what your baseline really is. But you're not in any pain. So you seem all right on that front. However, there is something else I might ask you to do.
She'd been in the middle of saying like, if it makes you feel any better,
I can say that I got looked over and got a clean bill of health, and then
just like, like question mark appear above her head. Like, what do you mean?
He kind of blinks at the question mark and then shakes his head. Well, yes, clearly you are physically fine, and it's good to hear that you have been checked over properly. However, I would like to. What you were going to say?
you want to make sure for yourself, right?
He shuffles. Well, it's not that I don't trust you not to make sure that you're right or whoever checks you over, but yes, if you wouldn't mind, it would be preferred if I could observe your health for myself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Again, like
You can roll an insight to that if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that. And Lau can roll another insight if he'd like.
Yay!
That
Insight
was
time.
cocked.
Oh, damn, that's good.
Mm.
21.
22. Okay, so number 21, you can like Lao's kind of fidgeting a little bit, and you can see that he's trying to hide his curiosity, but it's kind of shining through pretty clear as day. And you can also kind of see when he says that he wants to check it for himself. You probably. I don't know if anyone has said the words around you about Lao, but the term tsundere comes to mind. A little bit. Very much. I don't like you or anything, but also, he does genuinely want to make sure that you are okay.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of the
It's
same
not just a case of
vibes.
fascination.
She's getting a lot of the same vibes that her sister gives her. This is
Yeah.
there's a reason she's not putting up much of a fuss at the moment. Like she trusts Lao, which is part of the, and I think this will be something that Lao gets, is that she's only putting up with this. She's not putting up with this to be nice as much as she is putting up with it because she sort of can understand where Lao is coming from, and she does care about Lao. Like if it was someone else, she might not do this. It's only people that she trusts that she would be willing to do this around. But there is also still that that kind of been there, done that far too many times than I would like to say kind of look in her expression that suggests that yeah, Lao's not the first person to be this way around her.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, Lao's just going to he's gonna nod at that. Right. I would like to are there any non-damaging spells that you'd be able to cast, a light cantrip or anything?
I know light.
And yeah, she's gonna cast light, which causes the wings on her back to light up.
Ta-da!
And he kind of looks at that, and his eyes are probably going to drift because would you say that when you cast light that they're I imagine that when she casts light it's like light going through a stained glass window, and
Yeah.
there are there's little patches of coloured light around the room.
Yep, exactly like that. It's like there's an illumination being shone through the wings, causing them to colors to scatter around her, but the light source is her wings themselves.
Oh, now I was going to look at that, and his eyes are going to blink, and his face is going to do. You can see like a twitch of a smile appear across his beak. That's very interesting.
It's a fan favorite of kids.
There is a slight smug look to her face. Also a little bit of a mischievous one as well. Yeah. She knows that Lao won't get this, but she knows that light's not one of the spells that actually causes her to change colors, and that might be playing into her being slightly obtuse with his instructions at the moment.
The little sibling being a shit conundrum. Well, that is very interesting, and although I must say it's probably not incredibly convenient for still, and I'm going to roll another hammer space. Cool, that's fine. I have not made a boo-boo roll yet. He reaches into his underneath his blanket and pulls out a piece of parchment. And actually, no, he has to do it again because he goes to put his quill on the parchment, and then it blinks like, oh wait, no, one moment. He reaches back under, pulls out an ink pot. And yeah, no, okay, he writes down some stuff on the parchment. And you see that he's kind of holding the quill in an awkward way, but yeah, he writes some stuff down. and nods and says, "Right, that's I wouldn't be surprised it's very popular with children. That looks like, well, it is very pretty. However, I will ask that. Are you? So you're not experiencing anything from the museum, apparently. Do you? And his outline kind of wriggles a bit as he glances at Cassie in the back of his parchment. Do you remember feeling any different in the museum?
Well, it did feel a little bit weird. There was... I don't really remember, between getting to the top and getting the circuit attached. I kind of blinked out a little bit there. And when I had it on, it felt weird. Didn't feel bad, but I don't know, it was kind of like everything inside me was more and everywhere.
You hear the sounds of furious switching. Lao is not looking at his parchment; he is looking at Cassie as he writes. So, right, okay. You said you blacked out, or had a memory sort of issue, a blank spot. Would that be correct?
Kind of just gets fuzzy.
Fuzzy. And was that when the circlet attached itself to you?
Yeah, I think so. I think it might have been calling to me.
The scrolling noise stops. Calling to you. Would you elaborate on that?
It was like music, but not. And it wanted me to come closer, and then I don't really remember anything until, yeah, I was in front of the case and it was
and she just sort of gestures to her head.
Right. The scrolling picks up even more furious now. Like should I? No, I won't. Okay. And Lau just nods slowly. Right, okay, so some sort of influence over you in particular, have something to do with the magic system, and you can hear him kind of mutter and grumble to himself, and he keeps writing. And he probably does write for like a full minute and muttering to himself under his breath. Right. So you didn't notice any physical changes to yourself?
no.
Right. All right. He puts the quill down on the table. He laces his hands together. He has not touched it yet, by the way. Tea is slowly going lukewarm.
It's fine. She's not very good at making tea.
To be fair, it might even be Lau's cup of tea that she's not good at tea.
I mean,
I just haven't tried it yet. He licks his hands together and props his beak on the top. Cassie, are you aware that when you cast magic during that occasion, that your appearance was altered?
Oh, cool. All right. You want to roll that insight again?
Sure heading do. Let's see if he. Oh, Well, well. Thank you, Lao. That's 22. Your what was it? What did
8.
you get? Yeah,
I rolled
no.
a 2 on the dice.
Squints.
Yeah.
My man is paying attention once.
Yeah, there's a moment of like she's been like cooperating and seemed unbothered and stuff, and like also just sort of moving around a little bit as she's been talking, because she just doesn't stay still.
Yeah.
But the moment that Lal says that, there's this moment of kind of thing, and she kind of just stops, and you can sort of see her wings go down. Yeah, she knows. She knows.
Lao's beak kind of dips down a bit more into his hands. Cassie.
Yeah.
I think you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
It's yeah. That's normal.
Normal.
Yep.
That's way more forced. Like that is that was definitely forced. Like the smile that comes along with that. Nope, that's forced.
Cassie, I can't make you tell me anything. Well, no, I could, but I won't. You Lao, his mouth keeps opening and closing, and Cassie could clearly see he's struggling for words at the moment. You, how often does that happen?
Well, it depends on the spell. It's pretty consistent with some of the spells.
Nell's head immediately pops off from his hands. He picks up his quill again. What spell? Exactly.
Gust, Mage Hand, Ray of Frost, Shocking Grasp, False Life, Healing Word. I think that's all of them.
Do you roll perception?
Sure. I can do that. Oh yeah, that's a good perception.
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. There is a noticeable pause when you say the words false life
Heh.
before Nav
Oh.
continues writing. Right. Okay. So it is Okay, so it is tied to that. You said that it's spell specific. I don't suppose you would mind demonstrating at all.
Yeah, I can.
She's gonna think for a second, like, what's probably gonna be the easiest here, and then, I think she's just gonna go with Mage Hand. So, yeah, I'll drop the image of what she looks like with that.
Yeah. Catalog. Catalog. I think while Cassie does that, Lao's probably going to roll another Arcana, as she does, to see if he can pick up on anything.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So, yeah, she'll like take a moment, pick which spell, concentrate, and then a glowing red hand is going to appear for Mage Hand, and her whole design shifts. Her eyes go red, and the color in all of the color in her design goes red, and her wings change design completely to the image above, as she's just going to I don't know, she's going to use the Mage Hand to I don't know, pick up the cookies and pass them over to Lao.
Lao will take the cookies and he's going to put them on a chair beside him because he is not focusing on the cookies. He is focusing very hard on the magic with a 17.
So that was what was that again?
Arcana.
Okay. Yeah, no. Lao, you will pick up. This is not Cassie's magic. Like, it is Cassie's magic, but it's got a flavor of not her magic. And if you want to roll me a history.
Yes, please. Why the fuck do you roll high on things you don't need to roll high on? Why?
Yeah. Hey, you remember Gregory that you met at the museum? This rings of this rings of his magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with that perception from earlier. Cassie, when you change, you see Lao's eyes shrink and then dilate and then shrink back to, well, kind of pinpricks as he looks at you. He is very intently focused on you, and he is still writing on that piece of paper. You, Cassie. How do you feel?
I feel fine.
You don't feel any different in yourself?
I don't think so.
Right. Cassie, your magic. I don't know how I could you would you be able to cast another spell for me? Probably not Gust, as he looks around in their kitchen. I'm not sure your father would appreciate Gust. At least not here.
Yeah.
By the way, when she stopped casting the spell, her design eventually just like faded naturally back into her usual design.
I'm just gonna roll something quickly. Yay! Cool. One hand is still writing. Lao's other hand reaches under his blanket and he pulls out a couple more sheets of papyrus paper.
Nice.
And he slowly, and as he's finished writing one, he puts it on his lap and then he slides over an empty piece of paper and begins writing. Yes, no. But yeah, he nods and says, "If you wouldn't mind casting another spell for me."
All right. Cool. I rolled a dice to see which one she was going to go for next, and she went with Ray of Frost.
Oh boy.
So yeah, she's going to think for a moment again, and then there's probably something on the table that she knows can be frozen and unfrozen kind of thing that she's gonna shoot at.
Yeah. The
yeah.
tea.
The tea. Yeah. Yeah. Getting all the tea today. And yeah, I'll post that art.
Would you like me to roll another arcana for this?
Nah, I'll roll off of your last one.
Yay! I would like to think that Lao would recognize this one almost on sight.
Yeah, her design her design shifts again. She sort of gets this like dark blue. Her colors all shift to a dark blue, and her wings again change to a very icy design. An icy lineless design. As she Ray of Frosts the tea. And then her design. Oh yeah, and her design actually does get a bunch of frost as well. That eventually like just fades out as she stops it. And yeah, you definitely recognize that magic.
Okay, this is fine. Lao's eyes have gone from pinpricks to being completely blown out now. Like most of his eye is black. I'm gonna roll one of these. Okay, cool. That's fine.
Cassie's doing fine, by the way.
Yeah, no, of course she is. There's no change in expression. She's completely chill. She's so chill. Right. Lao is
that's
going
supposed to be a 14, not a 4.
That is fine. Lao is going to stop writing as he sees this and Cassie.
Pretty cool, right?
Me, I want to react to that pun. Lao, unfortunately, is not in the headspace to react to that pun at the minute.
Yeah.
Cassie, how long have you been able to do this? How long have you known these spells?
Oh, now I gotta figure out math.
Yay!
Oh, I do not remember how long ago was. It was over a year ago. Yeah. We'll say a year and a half. She.
Yeah.
Lao, you get an exact number. So, probably something like something like
about 17 months.
Blinks. Furious scrolling. Oh no, actually not furious scrolling, like very slow writing. Cassie, you can actually hear the tip of the quill scrape against the table through the piece of paper. Right. So you could do this before the museum.
Yeah, I could. That's why I said you didn't need to worry.
Well, it's good to know that, at least in this particular case, it doesn't seem to have. This isn't from the museum. Okay, that's fine. Cassie, do you still feel yourself, don't you? You still feel fine?
Yeah. Yeah. You keep asking me that.
I know. I need to check. I need to make sure because you I don't want to. You said this is normal, so you probably already know, but you at the moment you don't. Your magic does not very much feel like yours at the minute.
Well, yeah, yeah, probably not.
Want to roll insight?
Oh god, okay.
Why? Why now? Why now? Of all time you tell us to do this, why now?
Damn, I was so close too.
So close. Yeah, I got a nat 20 on a deception.
Oh.
So he takes a deep breath and lets it out and then does just a slow nod. Right. Okay. Well, your magic isn't your own. Well, no, that's not appropriate to say. It still is yours. No, how do I say this? You're clearly aware that the magic that you've been casting isn't wholly your own.
Yep.
Right. And that's normal for you.
Yeah. Or at least for a while, yes.
Right. Okay. Um Cassie, I need to ask this question, and you might not like it, but I do need to ask. Is this ability to siphon magic, is it a willing one? Is it passive? Is it active?
I'm not gonna
Can
take your
you
magic if that's what you're asking. I don't think I'm gonna take your
no,
magic anyway.
no, I'm not worried about that. No. It's fine. Yeah, no. It's not about my magic. I'm just I definitely that was very much Tiffany's magic, and I believe that the with the mage hand that was that strange and wizard man
Gregory. Yeah.
from Craig. There's a brief flash of something space at that. Right. Okay. So this ability of yours, it's not active all the time. Then you can't
Huh.
just go into battle and be able to. For example, if you're facing a rather magically powerful inclined enemy, you're not able to siphon magic from them at all.
Uh, hmm. Okay. You might want to roll insight.
Yay! Yay! You're doing a good job. Good boy. 24.
Okay, I need to figure out how she's going to word this.
Take your
There's
time.
No, I can't do it on command, and I won't take all of their magic, even if I wanted to.
that is true? Oh, Lao, that is not the whole truth.
Oh, yay, I get to make another roll. Oh, fucking joy. Yeah, this makes sense. Alright. So, I don't care about modifiers in this case because he got a nat 1 on a whiz save. His eyes have completely dilated. They are completely pitch black. Like there's no sign of white in there. And he is staring very intently at Cassie, and he has not stopped writing. He hasn't even dipped his quill into the ink. As he stares at Cassie. You don't actively will it. It's not accessible or something you can do in battle, but it is something that you can do. Yeah. Sorry, give me a second. I'm trying to think what he's trying to say as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she's not saying anything. She's nodding, but she's not saying anything more. She doesn't like talking about this topic.
Oh, I'm so fucking sorry. He rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, that's okay.
His eyes, like his outline is vibrating, and he is looking at her, and he says, "There is more to this that you're not telling me, Cassie."
Yeah, there's a little bit of a shrug and a oh god, how's she gonna answer this? Because she doesn't want to talk about this, so I'm trying to figure out like how much she's going to divulge. Yeah, okay. There's just a sort of fairly careful.
What makes you say that?
See, I have grown very well. You're hiding something. I know that you're hiding something. And I think it's very important that you share what you know.
Okay. It um well, it kind of is always on at a really, really, really small level.
Could you elaborate?
She sort of shrugs and
Like, it doesn't have an off switch. I guess I can sort of tap into it with some of the wild magic spells I know, but it just is there. It's where my sorcery power comes from.
So it is a passive ability then. It's a passive ability that you can't control and may in fact be some sort of magical well of some sort, or magical source perhaps, and you can see he's kind of muttering to himself more than he's talking to you at the minute.
Yeah.
But he hasn't
yeah.
looked away. His eyes are still focused on Cassie.
Yeah. She's still standing there. So
She's just standing here.
yeah, she's sort of stopped moving much. But she's not, pardon me. She's not running away. She's just not moving.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Lao's not
No.
taking any note of your discomfort at the minute.
That's
Um,
fair.
Yeah, no, he's just writing and muttering, and I'm gonna roll him another thing. No, fuck you. I'm rolling him another thing. That's better.
I mean, he doesn't have to. It's kind of fun.
I kind of have to for a reason. You see, Lao is still staring at you as he's writing furiously, and you can hear the scraping of the quill against the table. You have a feeling there's going to be marks. And you see his pupils that were like blown out. His eyes went completely black. You kind of see little slivers of white start to like trickle in. It starts as a circle in the center, and then two more circles kind of almost kind of grow out from it, and then the white seeps back into his eyes, and his pupils return to normal when he blinks and
Are you alright?
right. Yes, I'm. He shakes his head, and the curls on his head kind of twitch a little in sequence, like 1, 2, 3. I'm fine. Yes, I'm fine. He rubs the side of his head. I'm fine. Right. You don't need to do any of that anymore. Thank you for answering my questions, Cassie. And he stops biting and he puts the quill down.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm fine. It's fine. You've said more than enough. Probably more than I should have pressed you for. And he starts sort of scratching at the table. And he reaches for the mug of tea. That's probably a little cold by now. Thank you for answering those questions. I did not mean to pry quite so deeply.
It's okay. I mean, it's, well, kind of new for me too.
I suppose.
I guess,
even
sort of.
17 months. Well, just because it's been 17 months living with this, and how much do you know about your condition other than what you told me? Have you don't have to answer this, but have you explored this with anyone?
Hey
The
Lao,
limitations?
how do you want to roll an insight?
I do. You little shit. I love you. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, there's a bit of a shifty eyes at 17 months. This hasn't been 17 months.
Dal sits up. His outline starts to do a little jiggle. Cassie, it has been 17 months, correct?
Yeah.
That is what you told me.
So, yeah, I'm gonna return that, because thank you, Wiz, for saying it has been 24 months since that, but amending the 17 to 24, but even on top of that look this has been going on for more than 24 months, or at least the 24 months was a very, very specific part she was being honest about, but she's not been honest about the whole of it. Does that make sense? Like, the 24 months was to answer the very specific question of how long has she been able to do the other people's spells.
Okay.
It wasn't how long she's been able to do the absorb magic stuff.
Cool. Excellent. Wonderful. Lao. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. Lao puts his forehead in his hand and rubs his head and Cassie, as someone who has done this before, I understand what you're trying to do. I understand that you want to keep some information as confidential as you can. But I would really, really rather appreciate it if you didn't try to skirt around questions like this. I understand the temptation, I understand the desire, I understand the want, but it makes it very difficult to ease my concern about certain things if I can't trust what you're telling me.
Yeah.
If I'm always going to be wondering if there's something you haven't told me.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
She's gonna come sit down at the table, and she's just gonna like fiddle with the cold teacup, and
I've been able to use those spells with other people's magic for 24 months. I've been able to, I've been passively absorbing magic for 26 months, and the ability has been there since I was born.
You kind of see Lao's outline do a little wriggle again before settling down, and his shoulders kind of slump. So this is innate.
No.
That is.
Yes. It's.
she sort of makes a hand gesture of
Don't know where it comes from. Kind of. We know what caused it, but not where it comes from.
Right. Well, let's not talk about where it comes from for the moment. It's been with you since you were born.
Yes.
And it hasn't caused you any pain or distress or otherwise any sort of impairment.
It has not physically harmed me in any way. No. And I can say that with certainty. That's been something that's been checked.
Cassie, physical harm is not the only way that we can be harmed. You're I'm sure you are clever enough to realize that harm takes multiple forms.
The magic has not harmed me. Not directly.
Right. But it has caused some issues and has affected your ability to live your life.
Oh god, okay. How are you gonna answer this? Because you're trying to be honest. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, her hands are shaking a little bit as she answers this with it has meant that I've accidentally hurt people before, and there's also been an occasion where it was targeted by others who wanted to harm me for it.
Okay. Alright. Cool. When you say what did you say, hurt others before?
Yeah.
You see Lao's outline visibly shakes. At that. And he takes a deep breath. Right. That's we don't have to talk about that part if you don't want to, Cassie. I think I think I've tried quite enough there. And he kind of lifts a hand up and lifts his spare hand out, reaches out and just pauses and pulls it back. So long as you are physically and well, as long as you are physically, emotionally, and mentally sound and well, or at least coping, and he gives you a look at that, then I won't pry any further. I don't need to know all the details. Just what's relevant. And what's relevant is if it's affecting you overtly now.
No, I haven't hurt anyone for a really long time, and yeah, I've gotten used to it. I don't think it's doing anything to me.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear, Cassie. And he starts twiddling with the mug in his hand. This, do you And he starts looking around. Did you need do you need the and he snaps his fingers. Do you need the goose at all?
Egg? Huh?
Well, it's the goose you said I believe it's supposed to help you, isn't it? He's not looking at Cassie, he is looking at his mug and around the room to find Pig. You can roll an
Pig?
insight if you want.
Yeah, alright. Pig has been sitting on the couch this whole time, just looking at the two of them. Actually, yeah, Pig has been, like, their feathers have been, like, raising, like, a little bit with, when, Lao was obviously making Cassie upset before, and they're still kind of in that, like, hissing, you're very close to me, like, getting you out of here kind of thing. But they're respecting Cassie's no, I've got this, it's okay kind of signal.
That is fair. I love Pig. They're so good. They're so good.
I do too.
But yeah, Lao looks at
It's a
Pig.
14 insight.
You can tell that he's clearly kind of uncomfortable with the emotion, with how emotional this conversation has gotten. And he's not sure how to help, but with a 14, he clearly wants to try and help somehow. He doesn't know how.
That's
He's
fair.
just very awkward about this.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Cassie is just going to she's going to be blunt about this, I think. It's a little bit spiteful, but just
Oh no, Pig's not for the magic stuff. Well, kind of. Pig is to help me feel safe when I'm out and about, so that people don't try and kidnap me again.
I don't remember if Lao knows that she has been kidnapped.
No!
I don't know.
No, but she's tired of beating around the bush, and so she's like, well, you know what? Fine, you want me to be honest, I'm being honest.
Oh, you've asked for honesty, get fucking ready, boy. Okay, alright. I think Lao was about to take a sip from his mug as a fiddle thing, and then pauses. Puts the mug very gently back down on the table. Still not looking at Cassie, is staring at Pig. Okay. You were right. Okay. Kidnapping. You. Okay.
24 months ago.
24. There is a sudden kind of, like, the curls on the back of his head kind of, all three kind of just twitch upwards at the same time. He's like, you, because of, and he kind of gestures at all of her.
Yep.
That's okay. Certain things are starting to make a bit more sense. Right. And were they dealt with?
Yeah. No, they've been all dealt with. It's not a problem on that front.
Right. Well, if it does become a problem, whether from this third party or another, I hope that you know that it isn't something I will be willing to sit by and allow to ever happen. At least not again.
Thanks, Lao. But I really hope that doesn't become the case.
Well, it shouldn't be, if they know what's good for them. Unfortunately, for these sort of types of people, they don't typically know what's good for them.
No, I suppose not.
Besides, if neither I or your family are able, for whatever reason, to stop someone, I think you've got a rather fierce protector already. And he gestures over. I very much doubt anyone's going to get their hands on you whilst Pig is, well, in action.
Yeah, that's one of the big reasons I got them. I mean, I also got them because they're great company and they're, you know, I like them. And my aunt got them for me, and they're, sorry, there was something else I was going to add on to that, and now I can't think of it.
Oh, got you.
And they're good emotional support. So yeah.
And Pig is just preening in the background, like, yeah, I am the best.
Good company. I mean, looks between Cassie and Pig. They seem like a bit of a bastard.
Oh, yeah, they are. They don't really get along with everyone. They kind of hate Chifley, to be honest. I don't know why. But I like them, and I get along with them, and even though I have to, like, stop them from attacking people on the street because they startle me, or, you know, from getting into the snacks, or trying to bite Chifley, I still like them.
At the mention of they really don't like Chifley, there is a look of incredulousness that comes across Lao. Like, how could anyone not like Chifley? What the fuck? And there is kind of like a weird sort of affronted look as he looks back at Pig, like, the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
I don't think they like the fact that Chifley is so cold. Like, physically cold.
I think that's a really stupid reason not to like someone, but again, I suppose they're not there to be intelligent, they're there to make sure that you're safe, so.
Yeah, you're getting hissed at, Lao.
Lao is staring dead ass at Pig. He is not afraid of this bird. He is not afraid of any bird.
Hold on. That's great.
Yeah.
That was it. I tried to roll an intimidation for Pig.
Oh, I want to roll intimidation. Oh, I think that's pretty good, actually. Holy shit. That's pretty good for Lao.
That's a 4 + 1. That's a 5.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, unfortunately, the goose creature has the conditioned immunity to being frightened.
Oh, I fucking love that. That's great. I don't know who thought of that, but I love them for it.
I'm so sorry, Lau. Like, you are actually very intimidating, but this is a goose.
I feel like with the dirty 20, like, Cassie would look at Lau and be like, if I saw this man and I didn't know him on the street, I would cross the street.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. No, Pig is immune to any forms of intimidation. This creature gives not a singular fuck. Oh gosh. Yeah. No, he Lau's eyes are going to slide away from Pig, and focus back on Cassie. Well, I didn't mean to pry so much into everything, and you don't have to talk about what happened then. And he's kind of twiddling again with the tea mug. But if you ever need to vent your frustrations, I haven't had a sparring partner in a while, and it might be good to, unless of course you've got other methods of dealing with it, in which case it's fine. But if you would like, I'm always usually available if you wanted to get anything out that you wouldn't otherwise be able to with your fists.
Thank you, Lao. But I should be okay. It's been a little while, and well, dancing actually helps vent a lot of emotions. So, but I really appreciate the offer.
Well, when you said dancing, you see his outline kind of lightens and his line art gets slightly fuzzier, like kind of downish. Oh, right, yes, you are a dancer, aren't you? Well, if not fighting, and his hand kind of slips down and drums against the side, against a pouch on the side of his chair. I haven't really. I mean, I'm not much of a dancer, but it could be interesting. He kind of cuts himself off and just clicks his beak shut. That is to say, if you wanted any, never mind. And he just stops. Never mind. Don't worry.
No,
Well,
go on. I want to know what you were going to say.
No, it's fine. Don't concern yourself with it. It's fine. He just puts his hands up.
Do you want to go dancing together?
No, it's just that I think I don't think I've ever seen you dance before. I know Chifley has mentioned it a couple of times, but it must have slipped my mind. And it's just that, well, where I'm from, culturally, things like dancing and well, there it could be interesting. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't realize you hadn't seen. I mean, I do perform. I could give you. Hold on. And I'm gonna roll Heimer space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Guess what I rolled?
That one.
That
one. That one.
Alright, I gotta find my sheet.
Fumble,
Cool.
fumble, fumble, fumble.
Alright, ha! Aw. She pulls out, a stack of letters and pictures from people.
Oh.
No, that's not it. Put it back in. Um,
Lau, I'm gonna roll a perception, or should it be investigation? Because Lau's a nosy bitch.
yeah, go for it.
See if he can. Would it be actually? Are they the same modifier? They might be. They are the no perception's higher. But would you prefer perception or investigation? Do you think?
Investigation, I think.
Not that it matters. Not that it fucking matters. Lousy's fuck all.
That
It's
sure
in
is
and it's out.
Yeah, that sure is a stack of letters and pictures, but it's in and out before you can make out anything more than like maybe some loopy handwriting and what looks like a blurry up front picture of someone you don't recognize. And out comes her Walkman, and then nope, that's not it either. So back in the pocket it goes, and then she then she pulls out ticket for like for like a brochure for her next performance and just hands it across her.
Here, you can come see me perform professionally if you'd like, or if it's like that's not really your thing. There's a park I know, and could go there, and I could do some dancing, and then you're welcome to join in if you do or don't want to.
Lao gingerly takes the pamphlet and looks at it, and then he slowly puts it in his hammer space with the parchment and like the quill and the ink. He slowly picks it out off the table and puts it away. I think both sound interesting. I haven't seen you in an official capacity, no, but I think Chifley has talked about it a couple of times.
Yeah.
I think he mentioned that he did go to one of yours and things did somebody drop something? There was a ruckus of some sort.
Yeah, what are you gonna say to this? Cool, alright. Still being honest. Right.
Yeah, he came to my first performance and well, no, nothing was dropped, but someone did try to drop a chandelier on me.
Just like a kind of squawk. Oh. Well, well, that sounds eventful. Now, very, very clearly trying very hard not to ask. Because he has asked enough fucking questions and tried so much into her life already.
Yeah, no, I can make it worse. In fact, yeah.
Do it.
Don't worry. She's dead now.
There is like a brief blankness across Val's face, and then a slow nod of approval. You think approval, maybe, or maybe it's just like accept. You don't know. It's hard to tell. Right. Okay. Well, either way, it would be delightful to come and watch you, whether it's on the stage or in the field. Could be interesting. And you see that his hand is reached back down to kind of fiddle with a pouch on the side of his chair. And he reaches for his mug finally. And you see his eyes crinkle a little. I mean, it's been a while since I've practiced. Oh gosh, it's been at least a year. And I'm not even sure I could call that practice. But it could be fun.
Yeah.
And he is going to take a sip of his tea. And I'm going to roll a con save.
I'm gonna make things worse. I'm gonna suggest that when he's doing that, Cassie's just gonna like perk up and be like,
"Yeah, we can invite Chifley too. It'll be a date."
Cool. Okay, that's fine. He takes a sip of his tea, and his mouth does like a weird kind of wiggle, but he does swallow it down. Before gently placing it down, and he's like, "I mean, well, I didn't. I didn't know Chifley could dance.
I
was under the...
don't know if you can, but might make you feel less self-conscious. And I'm sure he'd have fun.
Well, potentially. I mean, if you're there, you are his cousin, you do tend to have a habit of brightening the place up.
Yeah.
Oh god, I've got to roll something. No.
Oh.
Okay. You don't need to roll insight. There's just like she is the gremlin energy is radiating off her right now. You're not quite sure why.
Squidts. Squidts. No, I was not going to touch that.
Like she looked.
Yeah.
You know the look she got right before the museum. She's got the same look right now.
I can tell that you're thinking about something, but I'm almost certain it's something I don't want to know about. So I'd ask you politely, whatever it is, keep it to yourself. But, yes, it would be interesting if you and Chifley and I wanted to, of course. It could be interesting to observe different dancing styles from other places.
Yeah, I can definitely show you. I know a lot of them. I can do ballet, I can do hip hop, I can do tap, I can do salsa.
She's just gonna start like listing them off.
Contemporary and
and I'm blanking on other types of dance. I know them, but I also don't remember them right now.
Tango.
And samba and swing.
Lao is nodding. And does Cassie want to roll an insight?
Sure, I can do that. Oh, okay. That's a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 23.
Oh. Well, he's kind of he's leaning back in his chair and he is looking at Cassie, and it is a very clearly a very fond kind of look. Like he's enjoying listening to you get excited about this. But there's also, how do I describe this? A kind of smugness, almost. And almost nostalgia.
Interesting. Well, Cassie's going to tuck that away. And I think she might push her luck a little bit here. And
who knows, maybe you can show me some of the dances that you know. I think that'd be really neat.
That you get snort. Well, I know different dances. Can I perform them? Kind of shakes his hand. There's only one that I can really do, and it is one that I don't think your father would appreciate us doing in the apartment. It's a bit too flammable in here.
Well, guess we'll just have to find somewhere else to do that one. And maybe definitely involve Chifley, because then he can, make sure that we don't set anything on fire permanently.
Well, no. It's if Chifley is there, it's probably best he doesn't get too close, especially considering he kind of looks away. It would probably be better if Chifley kept his distance if I were to demonstrate. Also, anywhere near a body of water would be wise. And you don't have to worry about fire getting out of control. I'm very, very used to having to put out fires.
Noted. Okay. Think I know a lake. Yeah, I know a lake. We could go there.
Oh. Okay. Yes, if you know somewhere, then he nods. We can, well, that's something we can think about at a later date. Yes, that is, announcing.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Yes, right. He claps his hands, pushes away from the table. Right, well, that took, and he kind of looks at the clock and is like, that took a lot longer than I thought it would take. I didn't mean to keep you this long, Cassie.
That's
I really
okay.
did just want to check in.
No, it's okay. I know how long these things can take. It's a slight eye roll there, like not at you, but just in general.
Lau's gonna nod. And he's gonna absentmindedly kind of reach up and like pat her on the arm, just like, well, just take care of yourself. If there are any other issues, please, it doesn't have to be me, but please tell someone. Don't keep it to yourself.
Yeah, there's Lau, do you want to roll one more insight?
Yes, I do. Don't fucking fib to me, woman. God damn it. Well, yeah,
I mean,
that's what I expected.
don't worry, I rolled pretty low on that one. It was still a deception. That's a 8. But it's not a deception in the same way as before, as this is just a kind of that is bringing up something I haven't mentioned, but I don't know whether to mention it or not kind of look kind of thing.
Lao is going to squint at that, but he is also not going to ask because he has already asked a lot today, possibly breached some boundaries, and he is going to back off and just be sure that if you need to talk to someone about your health, physical, emotional, mental, whatever, that you do so, or I wouldn't be happy.
Yeah.
Like her response is slightly distracted, and then like she sort of shakes that off and gives him a thumbs up.
You don't have to worry about that. I both have a therapist that I go to, and I get checkups pretty regularly. Yeah. Yeah.
Just thumbs up again.
Okay then. Right. Well, so long as you are taking care of yourself, I won't have to climb through your window and, well. And he pauses and is like, no, never mind. Shakes his head. I should be going. It was. Thank you for taking the time to see me. I should let you get back on with your day. And he He was probably going to absentmindedly, while he was putting stuff away into his hammer space, he absentmindedly takes the cookies and just puts them, like, the whole fucking plate into his hammer space, not even thinking about it.
Love that.
I will let you. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I'll
good
let
to
you get
see you,
on
Lao.
with the rest of your day.
You too. Say bye to Lao Pig.
And the goose just, like, yeah, you better leave. You better run.
I'm gonna roll with save for now. Does Cassie want to roll a perception?
Sure.
Oh my fucking god, Lao! What the hell, dude?
22.
Well, yeah, that beats Lao's nat 20 at stealth. You kind of turn around and you probably see it in a mirror. Instead of Lao. Lao thinks he's being very, very sneaky, and he is, to be fair. But you do catch it in a mirror as he turns around and goes to leave. He looks back at Pig, and you see like a vicious kind of gleeful smirk across his face, and he sticks his tongue out at the bird before turning back around and going to leave.
Yeah, Cassie's not gonna comment. Like, she acts as mediator between Pig and everyone else other than her. There's like Pig likes Cassie, and Pig likes her Aunt Lich, and I think Pig likes Missy, but Pig does not like anyone else.
As he shouldn't, or as they shouldn't.
He, she, they, their pronouns change.
Yeah.
All of the above. They
Just
just,
Pig.
you know that meme of like the what please give me your pronouns, and then they take the pronouns. That's Pig.
Oh shit, Pig Faye.
Yeah.
Pig's got their face side hustle going on.
That's hilarious given the fact that they belong to a fae.
Yes, I know. Oops, accidentally adopted a Fae goose.
Or more like the fae magic rubbed off on them.
Oh god, I think that's. I fucking love that idea that like they adopted a goose and the magic didn't make them more. It made them like slightly more intelligent, but it also made them even more of a bastard because Fae energy. And now they're just instinctually following the impulses of the Fae in them. That's that's cool. Anyway, yeah, Lao leaves. Lao has left. Assured that that Cassie is fine. That the thing he saw happens. But yeah, he is a little more aware of Cassie and her situations and history.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Cassie has a date to plan now.
A date to plan. Like
singular. One.
Nah. You think this is the only thing she has up her sleeve? You wait till she finds out when they're actually dating.
Listen. Cassie is allowed to have. I don't know how organized Cassie is, but I feel like if there is one thing that she would get incredibly, like, obsessively organized about, it would be this. It would be planning the date by down to the minute.
Okay. So, have you seen Steven Universe?
Some of it, yes.
Okay, well, there's an episode where Steven pulls out like this wedding planner book, and that he's been like hoarding ideas in since he was like for as long as he's been alive, basically. That's Cassie with like date ideas and things like that. She just has this massive book full of them.
Yeah, good for her. Good for her.
She's
But,
never been in a relationship before, but she is a sucker for romance.
Listen, she is happy to observe and win, and perhaps not participate, but she wants to see the magic happen.
Yeah, like she's not uninterested in her like having a relationship herself. She's just very invested in the people she cares about and their relationships.
That's sweet of her. That's gonna cause some fun situations down the line.
I'm sure it will.
I love it when characters meddle in each other's affairs. It's great.
Yeah, look, she has been not so secretly trying to wingman the two of them since she found out that Chiman's might have romantic feelings for Lao.
How sweet of her. Gosh.
Sweet is one word for it, yeah.
Look, the woman has a mission. She has a mission statement now. She has a goal.
Yeah, yep, pretty much.
But yes, I don't know if there is anything else you wanted to address that we may not have addressed in this.
Nope.
Okay. If not, we can just do a different FPS. It's fine.
Yeah. It'll be good. It'll be fine. No, but I think that covered everything I wanted to.
Yeah. Lao did a thing I didn't expect him to do, but yes.
I'm a little bit concerned by some of the things Lao did this game.
That's fine. That's fine. He's all good, man. He's all good. He's always fine. But yes. Thank you for playing with me. It was very fun. And I'm glad I got to learn some stuff about Cassie. Or at least retread some ground with Cassie. I'm glad that Lao now has a bit more background on Cassie.
Yeah. Yeah, has a bit more context. She didn't she implied a fair few things, but she didn't really go into them.
Listen, after a certain point, Lao was realizing like, oh, hang on, I'm asking a bit too many questions here. I'm gonna pedal back. But yeah, I think we should maybe end recording at this point.
Yeah, probably. We've been rambling for a little bit.
Yeah.
This was fun. Yeah. Thank you for playing.
Thank you for playing. I love playing with you. You're great.
Yeah, right back at you. It's been too long since we've played something together, and it's been an absolute delight.
Yeah. And it has been a wonderful time. And you are a wonderful time.
Yes. I Uno reverse card you.
Haha. How dare you.
And thank you to our wonderful listening audience. Thank you as for joining us. Yes. And to anyone who listens in the future, I hope you have fun with us as well. And with that, bye.
Bye.